Okay, welcome back. Sorry about last episode
Gotta
being
find
so
more of these
short.
things.
I ended up having somebody offering me or trying to call me and offer me breakfast.
God, this feels good.
So,
This is
no,
bad
I guess phone
timing.
call would have just been just as valid as an excuse as breakfast, but yeah, whatever.
Got it.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 18. Dimensional Communications. There are many ways to sow horror on the mortal plane. While haunted VHS tapes have fallen out of vogue, there are still a multitude of ways for our demons to communicate with and torment your loved ones. A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 21. Transportation. The price of vehicles in Hell often bar all but the most enterprising souls to acquire one. Yes, they are often stolen. Yes, they have a tendency to spontaneously combust. But the thrill of driving with the windows rolled down even for a day can be worth the decades it takes to afford a new one. Oh, and we also don't offer insurance.
Hey, you gonna show up or what?
Your corpse will be my plaything. Never stop hunting
You know, you really didn't have a chance.
your skin.
Okay. Let's go ahead and start working on these.
Woo! Anyone got a mop?
We'll work on the big guy now.
Prepare yourself, mortal. Now you face very end.
I'm guessing he's not like Lord Zed Bunnies, where you shoot them in the whatever symbol. Oh, that's right, I can't shoot from there.
Sup.
Though he does seem to be getting his ass kicked by my spire. Maybe I should start
This ought
increasing
to
this
get the
thing's
devil's
damage.
attention.
Like, I seem to be relying on them a lot, just because they have, like, that whole passive tower as mentality. At the same time, I could easily just change over to the M's and have, like, an army of M's.
God, this
And whenever
feels
I can
good.
find that last shrine, I'll be able to get the
This should be useful.
what would you call it? Or the Titan or whatever the big guy is. Where is this guy? There we go. Oh yeah, that's right, the pentagram that was on the ground.
Gotta pick it up.
Should have remembered that.
Got it.
God! Release me, so I can mount these ingrates
Right about
around
there.
my castle.
My pleasure. Never should have fucked with me.
Though sadly enough, it's the next one that's like the hard one.
There is much work to do.
You're telling me.
Because the next, or the next rescue with the Dwinter's twins, or Dwinter sisters, or whatever they are,
One more.
they summon like 2 or 3 of the Titan guys, which, yeah, one-on-one, they're not exactly that hard of a thing, but when surrounded by other enemies, and then when you have multiple of them,
Got it. Let's see what these things can do.
I think I have a plan on how to beat them pretty easily.
Who's next?
You face the unholy masses now. How can you stand against them?
This one's sure.
Legionnaire, how? Present Satan with your broken body. Your blood will anoint my
And that out there is Dax with a bunch of bodyguards.
Damn it, lost control.
body and soul.
Never should have fucked with me.
Your blood anoint
There's penance. Insolent mortal. Crush their body.
Think you looking for Altor? The fuck you think you're doing?
Have to gain control of all three. This one's secure.
Holy heck, they put some defenses around this guy.
That all you got? Fuck off! Give me that. Woo!
Actually, gonna exchange. Less ammo. I think for now that should be good.
Yeah! Lost count on these things.
When I arrived to Hell, my reputation preceded me, and Satan was quick to court my aid. He promised me a new body, a fiefdom, and a castle in exchange for loyalty. I happily agreed. I trained his army, maintained the peace, and ferreted out Satan's enemies. But all of my loyalty meant nothing when I committed the unforgivable sin of failure.
Okay, I don't want to do the Witcher Sisters mission yet.
The screams of success. I'm sick of this shit. Let's see what these things can do. The Halo has to have some way to activate this thing.
With this aura, you can drain the life force from nearby souls to rejuvenate you.
Bring me up. this be?
Lucky me.
You'd really think Vladimir would give you the vampire aura, like, as the first one.
You think I'm scared of you?
I mean, I guess the cold fire kind of makes sense, but...
You want to join your buddies, huh?
I don't know, just Vladimir and vampirism just kind of seem like they'd match. Okay. Really? You dropped a human bomb on me?
Woo!
Oh, awesome.
Welcome to Tacos Malos. Can I take your order?
Dane? Is that you?
Yes. Now keep your voice down before someone hears you.
What the fuck are you doing in there?
You think anyone buys fast food in Hell? It's a front. I've been stashing resources at the branches all over Hell. Swing by all three and you'll have enough components to build a weapon.
Can I still get a taco?
You don't want the fucking taco? Now get out of here.
What if I actually did want the taco? Like, tacos are kind of awesome.
Gotta pick it up.
I don't know if you've ever had one, man.
This arcane power drives your enemies to their knees where they belong. After that, it's just a matter of executing them in an inspired fashion.
I'll fuck your world up. More coming.
This could be really useful. Although it does kind of also feed the theory that you are becoming the next Satan. I mean, that would kind of explain why Satan was trying to marry off his daughters, because he's about to retire or something like that. Because in that song, he did go through that whole, like, the devil's in the details and all that stuff, so maybe he's only allowed to be here for, like, a temporary amount of time or something. Or he's only in charge for a limited amount of time, and he has to marry off his daughter so that they can name the next Satan or whatever. And of course, that's all theory anyway, so.
I will fucking end you.
Just look at this. Increases the amount of damage that you inflict and how much you heal. Huh. I'm not exactly sure how that would work out. I mean, of course we'll get it sooner or later, but... Worship. Okay, that is definitely something I'm gonna need. Nothing else, just increases who I taunt. Or stun. Yeah, the rest is pretty neutral. This one gets recharged. And collect. Okay, that could definitely be a thing. So, we set that as the default. And we'll set... Vamp is pretty nice. I think I'm gonna go Worship just because of the stun. I've been using Tower a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and increase my Tower's abilities. So let's go ahead and do that. Got Vacuum, so let's go ahead and get Heavy Pool. Maximum Pool. Now that should be killing people, and I'm gonna say longevity because the other ones really don't seem all that necessary. I mean, it recharges faster. Well, that's great, but okay, that's increased range. See, it's pretty good. That's a lot of money. A lot of money and a lot of souls right there.
Woo!
Let's see. No, this is the prison.
Fucking collectibles.
Okay, here's the front door.
I led Hell's army in the last war. I warned Satan that we didn't have the forces for a prolonged conflict, but Satan demanded action. Ever the soldier, I obeyed. But despite my best efforts, the angelic host decimated my forces, just as I said they would. Satan was outraged and blamed me for his poor judgment, and sentenced me to eternal torture.
Let's go for a loyalty mission. And let's start this.
I demand retribution for the violation of my home. Scour the slums for those responsible.
For one, yeah, you have a castle and that's nice, but you have a castle in the slums. I mean, I'm not gonna question your mental fortitude or just grasp of dimension. But when you go to the criminal side of town and decide, hey, I'm going to build a house that's worth more than the entire value of this section of the city, like, you should kind of be aware that
Yeah!
you're probably gonna get robbed. Especially saying you're in hell. This isn't like going to Detroit or something and expecting people to have the best interest for people. You're in hell. These people are already bad.
Dante said that the deepest circle of hell is reserved for betrayers. And as such, it should come as no surprise that Troy Bradshaw found himself in the depths of hell. However, in the case of Mr. Bradshaw, Legal Lee was confident that he could find a way to game the system. After all, Troy betrayed the Saints because of his obligations to the Stillwater PD. And later, Troy turned his back on his fellow policemen because of a sense of obligation he had to the Saints. He was a man conflicted, and while the road to hell is paved with good intentions, ultimately, even in perdition, it would be cruel to punish a man for eternity for doing what they sincerely believe to be the right thing.
Wait, this is Troy? Okay, now I'm kind of tempted. I don't really want to beat this. I don't really like Troy. Like, even when he was on your side, he was kind of a fucking dick. I'll land in the lava. That wasn't exactly what I was trying to do. It works, apparently. And no, I'm halfway there. Dang it! Damn you, Matt. Like, during that combo, I literally just needed one more car. That would have been... why did I have to give up? Because I thought I had enough.
Without Gat, you backed the wrong horse.
Come on
me? Well, you found me. I'm gonna prove I'm the better. So it's gonna be like that, huh?
It's gotta be like this.
So long,
It's a good thing my spires are better than their spires.
Bring me their head. Is that all you can muster? You face the unholy masses now. The mortals here.
You won't be shooting me down anymore. God, this feels good. Lost count on these things. Yeah! God, this feels good. Yeah!
The way it seems to work out best for the Hellblazing is if you set yourself up in a position where you have one flap left, and then every time you pick up a flap charge, you just spend it with that extra speed. But that way you have that one extra flap in case you need to suddenly start to gain altitude.
Yeah!
I know this is petty, but Vlad won't stop bitching about some frat boys that tossed his castle when he was locked up. Personally, I got nothing against poli-sci majors with popped collars, but as a general rule, I like to keep people with nicknames like the Impaler happy. It'll really keep things going smoothly with Vlad if you could show up to one of the frat's pledge games and smack him around a bit. Who knows? Maybe you'll make some friends. Isn't that what college is really about?
Probably should have upgraded my bat so that I can start launching things like missiles. Or maybe it's done it for me.
Do this all day.
Only frats work.
You gotta try harder than that, Satan.
Although I am a little confused about why there's a college in hell. Well, I guess technically the demons aren't, like, in eternal damnation. They're just kind of demons.
God, this feels good. Fucking collectibles.
Here, I put that one. I don't want that. I put that behind me. Still be able to reach the ledge.
You think I'm scared of you? Lucky me. More of them. Motherfucker. How many of these guys are there?
Yes, run, mortal.
Got my powers back? Okay.
I heard from Jezebel. She's ready to sneak you in.
I knew she'd come through. I'll be right there.
Jezebel's plan worked flawlessly, and when the time was right, she made her way to the bowels of the palace. But while she successfully managed to breach the castle walls to let Johnny in, she did not go unnoticed.
Put that toy down, Mr. Gat.
And why would I do that?
Oh, because if you don't, I'll break Jezebel's beautiful neck.
She's your daughter.
I'll say something kind at her funeral. Drop it. I knew it. It's you. It's always been you.
Yeah, wait, what you talking about?
You love her.
I really don't.
You love her! Ah, Johnny, my boy! I misjudged you. You've shown loyalty by walking into hell. You've shown cunning by robbing me. You've shown brutality by killing my generals. And now you're willing to sacrifice yourself for my daughter. You're the man who should be my son. Defiant to the end. Now listen, boy. You've proven your spirit, but don't presume to push me further.
Let him go.
Not now, Jesse. The men are talking.
Dad, let him go.
Look how you inspire her. She wants to kill me. You bring out the best in her. I'll offer you a deal, Mr. Gat. Marry my daughter, and I'll allow your companion to leave with the President's soul. It's your choice. You know where to find me.
The President's soul was within Johnny's grasp. All he had to do was marry Satan's daughter.
Okay. So I could either crash the wedding, or continue doing what I was doing. I'm gonna go back to Vlad. Collectible finder.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 25. The Forge. For the time being, mineral rights in Hell have been granted to the Ultor Corporation, and the Forge is where they mine and process the materials that are used to build the very foundations of Hell.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my loyalty to Vlad. After I finish up my loyalty to Vlad, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode.
You know, I wanted love emote since I was 4.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode, and then we can work on from there.
Thanks to you, my name is feared once more. I am in your debt.
Got it.
He lives somewhere around here.
I tried to escape that insidious prison time and time again, but it was useless. The wheels on the bus kept going round and round, round and round, round and round.
Defensible, good visibility. I could have some fun here.
Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and end this
Gotta
episode.
pick it up.
So, I'll see y'all in a few minutes.